VinePair drops a big old turd on the Pilsner party, Red Stripes dips its toes into Olympic glory, how to beer flights, and Canada's new national hero. What pairs with these stories? More in a moment. I'm Samuel Sly, and this is The Chug.
You're watching Beer and Loathing's Chug, the best source for beer stories that may or may not have pissed you off last week. These are the stories that got shuffled under the rug or have been covered to death on the internet by everyone else and needs their final send-off, Beer and Loathing style. We stir up that outrage one last time so you can get good and pissed off and move on to the new shit that'll piss you off this week.
First in You Think Your Beer is Cool? Check out this beer news. VinePair has done some deep digging to find a dark and malty secret to the Czech Republic's beer history by revealing a style that predates the glorious Pilsner that American brewers are currently touching their junk over. This Tmav Pivo, or dark beer, will likely become the equivalent of the Stranger for lager masturbators in the coming years. Well done, VinePair. Thanks for bringing that out. Next, we have two stories in Hold My Beer While I Do Sports news. First up, Red Stripe helped fund the Olympic Jamaican women's bobsled team after their coach unceremoniously quit and threatened to take the sled with her. Makes sense, though. Red Stripe is the perfect complement to the brown stripes left in the undies of those hurling themselves down a solid ice tube at 70 miles per hour in an open sled. Yes, we see now. Meanwhile, one of the Canadian curling team's husbands melted the minds of the internet by two-fisting his third and fourth beer during an elimination match. Now, normally this wouldn't cause such a stir, but it was 9 a.m. His response was, quote, and this is not a joke, "I'm not a drunk, I'm just Canadian." My response is, you can't drink all day if you don't start in the morning, so good on you, dude. Good on you. Now finally, a nice online pub has put together the best way to assemble a sampling of beers, otherwise known as a flight. Flight popularity extends past beer into wine and spirits and is viewed as a great way to try a wide variety of a brewery's offerings or do a deep dive into an individual style to appreciate the nuances. However, some beer snob circles have a different opinion on flights, and we spoke with one of these individuals to get their side of things. So, what do you think is the best way to assemble a flight?
Best way to assemble a flight? Don't! Drink a full beer, GTFO! Beers were only meant to be enjoyed in 12, 16, and 22 ounce volumes. Anything less invalidates my enjoyment and knowledge of how to best enjoy beers. Anyone's enjoyment that doesn't exactly match mine makes me insanely angry because I wasn't hugged by my uncle in a platonic way as a child.
Logic. It's a hell of a drug. Thanks for watching The Chug. This week's stories pair exquisitely with the new light and flavorful lineup of beers from Ninkasi Brewing in Eugene, Oregon. Now, thanks for the lovely beer mail, Ninkasi. I'm going to try all of these. And first, I need a hat. If I'm going to do this right. First up, we have the Pacific Rain. Malty, mildly hoppy. Next up, we have yours truly, the Easy Drinking Ale. Mildly bready, and still very fluffy. Oh. And last up, we have the Prismatic Juicy IPA, which I can tell you right now is not going down. Juicy with a touch of piney. Thanks again, Ninkasi. For the rest of you, come back next week to find out what pissed you off this week.